So we are looking at all killer stun sounds. We're going to be ranking them from best to worst. And we're just going to go in the order that's presented here. So first up, we got Trapper. So let's listen to Trapper's real quick. Trapper's is, I would say it's like right in the middle of the road. Like it's nothing great, but it's iconic, you know, it's just an ugh. Which is really, it's funny, but kind of weird. But there's nothing standout about it, so we're going to put it right in the middle of the road at B. You know, we'll actually put it at C. And that'll be like our middle of the road, because D is going to be like basically no sound at all. So, because there's a few killers who don't really make any sounds. So there's going to be the oof tier, and then the no sound at all tier, and then, you know, better and better and better. So up next we got Wraith. Wraith's is kind of weird, because it's like, I don't even know what he's, like, why, you know what I mean, like, why, you know what I mean, it's just a weird screeching sound. It's clearly not human. I know Wraith isn't really human, because he's like, you know, he's a Wraith, but he used to be human. Like, it's kind of confusing. I'm not really sure what they're going for, but it is better than an oof, so we're gonna put it right here in B tier. Up next is Billy. Billy's, you know what? We're gonna put Billy's right next to Wraith, because his is kind of like an oof, right? Except for he gets hit, and like when he makes a sound, it sounds like he's deformed. You know what I mean? Like something's wrong with his vocal cords. So I appreciate the attention to detail and stuff like that. So we'll put him right there. Kind of like evens out the fact that it's just an oof. You know what I mean? If it was more than that, it would be a little bit higher. All right. So up next we got Mikey. Oh. Michael Myers is literally just an oof. Oh man, yeah, I'll put him in A. Michael Myers is literally just an oof. You know what I mean? Oh, but I do really like the fact that his stun sound sounds like it's coming from behind a mask. I like that attention to detail. It's really funny and iconic, but it's nice. You know what I mean? I never get tired of hearing that stun sound effect in game. Oh. All right, up next we got Nurse. Nurses. I mean, oh, that's tough. I guess we'll put it B. It's more than an oof, because, you know, everything she does is breathing related, and so she gets stunned and it like knocks the wind out of her, I guess. So I like that. But then again, it doesn't sound like she's wearing a sackcloth, you know what I mean? Like there's no type of filter or like effect to it at all. Although I don't know if there would be, honestly, because it's just cloth. Could be wrong about that. Then we got Doctor. Okay, so Doctor's gonna be our first S tier, and I really like Doctor a lot because his has the most going on, right? So when he gets stunned by a pallet, you know, and he makes that sound, it's clearly like him getting shocked by getting stunned by the pallet. So he's obviously got those electrodes sticking out of his arm and out of his head and stuff like that. And so he gets stunned, and it causes like a short circuit, and it causes him to, you know, get shocked. He's like getting his own shock. You know what I mean? Which is cool. He's getting like a taste of his own medicine. But also the second layer to it, and why I put it at S tier, is because it sounds like his mouth is open. You know what I mean? Because he has the guards that pull his mouth back, and whoever the voice actor was for him clearly probably pulled their own mouth back and, you know, and made the sound effect. So I really love the attention to detail. And yeah, I mean, other than that, it's kind of simple. You know, it's just a, you know what I mean? It's almost like what would be an oof sound, I guess, but he's getting, you know, shocked. So, but with all those layers on top of it, I think he's S tier. He's our first S tier. Up next is Hag. Hags. I'm not gonna put it in the almost nothing tier, but it's there's not much to say about it. There's Cannibal. Cannibals is funny, but at the same time, it's like, you know what I mean? Even though I didn't say anything at all, you know what I mean? You literally hear that sound 1,000 times each time you're doing your chainsaw sweeps. It's literally him just going, you know what I mean? And he does that 1,000 times when he's swinging the chainsaw. So it's just another one, you know what I mean? I gotta stop saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, up next is the Huntress. I really like the Huntress. I really like the Huntress stun sound effect. It does really good for her character. I also like the fact that they took the woman's voice for the voice actor and pitch shifted it down a little bit to give it like a deeper voice, because obviously she's like 7'8", you know what I mean? So generally, not always, but generally the taller and bigger you are, the deeper your voice is going to be naturally. So I really like the fact that they, you know, focused in on that detail, made her voice a little bit deeper. And then just the fact that when she gets hit, she's throwing a fit, because she's supposed to be like, you know, she lost her parents at, what, age 8. So she still, like, has temper tantrums and stuff like that. And also she has this second stun sound effect, right, this one, I believe. That one's my favorite, actually above the other one. I don't know, it's really hard to tell because they're both so good. She's also one of the very first killers to have multiple stun sound effects, but I really like that one because it almost sounds like she's saying, hey, you know what I mean? Even though she's Russian, so she's not. It almost sounds like she's like, you know, calling the person out for stunning her, you know what I mean? So I really like that aspect of it, but yeah. Just a really great for multiple reasons, and that's, again, another reason why we're going to put her at S tier. Up next, we have Freddy. I think Freddy's our first basically nothing, right? Yeah, it's literally... you can't even hear it from the survivor side, and it's basically just an oof from the killer side. So that's... But not being able to hear it from the survivor side damn near is going to take it all the way down. Okay, up next is the pig. Okay, so the pig, oh man, I think I want to put her S tier. Let's see, I like the fact that it sounds like it comes from behind a mask. It's a little bit better than just an oof. I don't even know what the hell kind of sound that is. You know, she's just squealing, I guess, which is, I don't know, I guess that's kind of pig-like, which is funny. But there's also the dichotomy of it being a brutal serial killer and then making an adorable sound when being hit with a pallet, you know what I mean? And also, even though we're not counting this, I mean, because it's just stun sounds, but the fact that when she does her ambush and she growls herself that alone is S tier. So, yeah, we're gonna put her S tier. We're gonna put her S tier. Damn, I'm thinking about making Mikey S tier, to be honest. I will just leave him there for now. Clown. I really like clowns. Oh man, I think he's gonna be our second A tier because he's laughing, you know what I mean? And you know, they can't really do like multiple layers, like it's in character, yeah, but it's definitely better than just an oof, and it's better than just like a sound effect, you know what I mean? Like because Billy's and Race are just really strange sound effects, but Clowns is like more evil, you know what I mean? More of like, he's not really bothered by the fact that he's stunned by a pallet because it doesn't matter. Like, it's just making him, you know, he just finds it funny because they're gonna die anyways, basically. So he's gonna be our second A tier. And then we got the Spirit. The Spirits is actually pretty funny too. We're gonna put her at A or B, just because it's like, I don't even understand, you know what I mean? Man. It does have a little effect on it. But then Billy's has a little effect on it because he's disfigured. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at B. It's goofy. It's goofy for sure. It's definitely better than most, but yeah. Then we got Legions. Legions is iconic. Oh man, we're gonna put him at B too though, because he's wearing a mask and it doesn't sound like he's wearing a mask. It sounds like he's wearing a mask when he's breathing, but whenever he... But then again, when I cosplayed as him, I mean, it did sound like I was wearing a mask, but not really. I don't know, I think they could have done a little bit more, but it's really funny and really iconic, I think. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell kind of sound is that? It's funny. But yeah, we'll leave him at B. Plague? Plagues is... you know what I mean? Plagues is... I'm gonna have to cut out all the you know what I means. Can I get a you know what I mean counter up here? That's crazy. But Plague... I like the fact that she's speaking. Any character with dialogue really goes way high up. That's one of the reasons why I put Huntress so high up, even though she's Russian and she's not actually speaking English. It sounds... She's like basically the very first voice line in the game for a killer. I mean, like... It sounds like she's saying hey, like hey, you know what I mean? So we're gonna put her up higher for that at B, but you know, it's like, it's all right. Then we got Ghostface. Now Ghostface's is really, it's an immediate S tier. Here, we're gonna put these in the order I think they should be. Ghostface is immediate S tier due to the reason that, one, it sounds like it's coming from behind his mask, which I always give huge props for. Two, even though it's just a simple sound effect, he's the only killer in the game that sighs, and it's just that is that is absolutely perfect. He's just like, you know what I mean? He's just fed up with the survivors. He's fed up with the whole pallet system, and he just wants to kill them. So he's just tired of it, and I really like that aspect. Oh, and then we got Demogorgon. Demogorgons is kind of, yeah, we'll put it at C. It's, no, we'll put it at B. Because it's more than an oof. It's kind of like a squealy thing, you know. Yeah. Like, Demo has really good sound effects. Like, like when he lands a hit, the scream he does is awesome. Like, that would be an S tier sound effect. But his stun sound effect is, it's alright. I got Oni. Onis, yeah. It's essentially nothing. I mean, you know what? No, it's more than nothing. There's a few that are damn near literally nothing. So we'll put his at C. It's kind of mid, you know. Gotta be honest, it's just not that great. Deathslinger. Deathslingers, same thing. It's like an oof, except for there's like 3 oofs. You know what I mean? He's like, nya, nya, nya. You know what I mean? Damn, I wish I could stop saying that. It's kind of goofy. Then we got Blight. Blight's, oh, damn. We're supposed to do Pyramid Head. Okay, we'll have to do Pyramid Head next. Blight's, I actually like Blight's. I like the fact that his first growl, even though it's just growling, it does sound like he has a broken jaw. And his first growl sounds like he's frustrated, and his second growl sounds like he wants to kill the person who stunned him. And I think that's a pretty significant thing to be able to capture with just growling. Oh, man. I feel like I almost want to put him up one higher, but I feel like they could have done a little bit better. You know what I mean? Captured a little bit more character. So, yeah, we're going to leave him at B. Then we got Trickster. Trickster, he goes up because he has voice lines. Otherwise, he'd be in B. The fact that he like cusses him out and stuff is really cool. I really like that. That's why I'm a big part of his character. Sometimes he laughs when he gets stunned with a pallet, just like Clown. But sometimes he'll like cuss at him and stuff like that. That you won't even know that what he's saying unless you put on the subtitles or you're Korean yourself. I'm pretty sure that's what he is. I forget. But yeah, do really like his character. Stun sounds are pretty solid. Again, voice lines just carry. Pyramid Heads. It's essentially nothing, and I do like the fact that it's kind of like a metallic sound, you know, almost like a gargling type sound. Yeah, I guess. Ah, man, it's just, you don't hear anything from the survivor side is my problem, and you barely hear it from your side. And then we got the twins. I'm not gonna lie, Victor carries the twin. So we'll put him right at the bottom of the mid because Victor carries. Victor's like an S tier, you know, like an A tier, but Charlotte's like a C. So we'll put him right there in the middle. Nemesis. Nemesis is just, you know what I mean? It's just a sound. It's nothing really crazy. It's kind of just what you would expect from him. Pinhead. Wow, Pinheads you can't hear at all. I believe he goes, ooh, or something like that. But man, one more time. Yeah, yeah, that's essentially nothing. Essentially. The artist. Let's see. The artist is literally just like a little. I like the fact that it's like a little bird call. I guess by that logic, since it's not an oof and it's kind of in character, we gotta put her in B. Most of these are turning B and B. We have Wesker next.
You'll pay for that.
Wesker's Easy S. I love his voice lines. Where would we put him at? Yeah, right there. First of all, Wesker's always been my favorite villain of every video game ever. Like, any video game that's ever existed, he was always my favorite. But absolutely love Wesker, love his voice lines, and even though we're not counting the stun animations, which we'll probably do in a later video, the fact that sometimes the glasses get knocked off his face and he pulls another one out of his jacket, that is just peak. But, you know, he's got the voice lines, you'll pay for that, are you trying to make me angry, stuff like that. I love those voice lines. Perfect, perfect. Sadako? Sadako's is literally just her telekinetic effect. It's like a psychic backlash, I guess. I feel like I heard somebody say that in another tier list video. Maybe Scott's video. It's mid. Oh, we gotta do Skull Merchant next. Skull Merchants is literally an oof, but it is behind a mask. So we're gonna put her at the bottom of B tier. Oh, the Knight. The Knight's, you know what I mean? Sounds like it comes from behind a helmet. It's not terrible, I guess. It's kind of just like an oof, though, so... Yeah, most of these are going B. You know, I think we can bump up Light to A. Singularity.
You suffered for that.
I really like Singularities. It's nothing outstanding by any means. It's got voice lines, which is awesome. The AI voice is dope. The voice lines are great. Pretty unnerving, pretty like... It would be terrifying to hear that in real life. You'll suffer more for that. It's like, oh my god. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And then Alien. It's just two squeaks. So yeah, we'll put it above. Yeah, right there, right above the artist. It's an alien though. What are you gonna do? Make it say, "Get off me, bitch." You know what I mean? Chucky's. I actually really like Chucky's. From what I hear, people say he has voice lines when he gets stunned. Dude, I stunned him, I think 40, 45 times, and I've played as him. I'm playing as him here. I played as a survivor. I can't get the voice lines to proc. So if he has voice lines, he's definitely A tier. Without that, he'd be B tier. But I do like his regular stun sound effect without voice lines too. And there's also something just so funny about him flying like 5 feet after getting hit with a pallet. I think that's absolutely hilarious. So, alright, that does it. That is the killer stun sound effect tier list. It's pretty even. Yeah, yep. I think this is it. This is the official killer stun sound tier list. I'm gonna do just a bunch of tier lists because I really like them. I know there's this one channel, I think it's called DBD Gamer Girl, where she's done like a tier list on damn near everything in the game. Like stun sounds, breathing sounds, stun animations probably too. You know what I mean? So I really like some of those ideas. The breathing one was pretty funny. But we'll see. You know, I like to sprinkle out tier lists here and there, you know what I mean? I'm probably going to do a all killer perks tier list next. So, but yeah, that does it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you guys made it far, huge thanks. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.